Alright, hello everyone, and I need to be quiet because my parents are asleep and I don't want to wake them up. Anyway, welcome to the we'll call this a review because I'm not really a review person. I'll just share my thoughts and opinions about Hack GU. If you didn't notice, I have the song playing in the background too. So yeah, the desktop, I really like the desktop theme best. Anyway, on the live stream, by the end of the live stream, I shared oh yeah, as you can tell, my beard already grew back and it's only been a week. Anyway, onto the thing. So yeah, my friend asked me to review with Hack GU because I beat with him, but I'm not a review person. Yeah, but I can share my thoughts and opinions. And basically, the game was great. It was great. And just without spoiling anything, the game left with a cliffhanger. So basically, it's kind of like an anime where you have to wait for the second season to come out. But yeah, and then yeah, in the last live stream I was explaining on what the plot was. But for those who didn't stick to the end of the live stream, because I mean, so not a lot of people stick to the end of the live stream. But so the plot goes is this kid named Haseo, which is voiced by Sasuke, aka Yuri Lowenthal. But Sasuke, he sounds exactly like Sasuke. Anyway, Haseo, protagonist, goes into this game called The World, and basically, at his first encounter, he was PK'd. Basically, he was killed by other players, and those people are called player killers because they kill players. Yeah, and then when he logged back in again, he was kind of like a hothead which didn't trust anyone. So then he earned his name, Terror of Death, because of all that grinding he was doing and killing other player killers. Yeah, there's a thing called PKK, which means player killer killer, meaning he kills player killers. So then by that he was feared by everyone really, and then eventually he ended up joining a guild called the Twilight Brigade, and there was just only three members, which was Haseo himself, a girl named Shino, which was a cleric. It's kind of like a mage, I think. And they're just Oven, which I don't know what he is, but he looks like a gunner. But anyway, um, for some time, yeah, I can't say words. For some time, Haseo's been warming up to Shino, which was a cleric, and basically one day when they were looking for like an item, I think, um, they both split up to find the item faster, right? And then Shino encountered a person called Triage, which basically put her in a coma. Yeah, Triage has like hacking powers, I guess you can say. And Haseo found out about this and he got pissed, so he went looking up for Triage. And then once that happened, he obviously went out of control and fought him. Yeah, with out of anger. Like, oh no, you put Shino in a coma. I'm gonna avenge her by beating you, because I'm a PKK. And keep in mind, he's in level 133 when he fought him. You would think someone that over leveled fighting someone that's not even supposed to be the game. Yeah, he's not even supposed to be the game. He's just like a bug, I guess you can say. I don't know what Triage is, but he was there, and he was not making things fun for the game. So after many attempts of fighting, well, I won't say many attempts, but he he only fought him once, and then after that one fight, Haseo obviously lost. And this is the beginning of the game, by the way. So when he lost, guess what Triage is? Yeah, he used some hacking powers, and you know what those hacking powers did? They put him back to level 1. Can you imagine how Haseo must have felt once he got back to level 1? I know I would be mad. Going all the way, well, because in most games the level cap is 100 or 99, and just to be hacked and go back to level 1. See what it did? Using the game's name hack GU. Anyway, so yeah, So once he goes back to level 1, he basically starts over. Now, there he Haseo gets introduced to new characters to which you're gonna have to play the game. I just wanted to explain what happened in the beginning. So he meets these new characters, and at first he's not too welcoming of them since he's a hothead and has trust issues. But eventually he meets a girl that looks exactly like Shino. That's I think that's as far as I can go. And he meets other people too, which they eventually do stuff. Now, that's enough of the story. Now on to the gameplay itself. So the gameplay, it's really not that different from a dungeon crawler, honestly. You just run around, do quests, and the quests aren't even that hard, actually. You just do a quest, and what me and Ropal did, aka PPP what, yeah, you should look at his channel because he does stuff like hack. I mean, I don't know if he actually live streamed before, but I don't know. I guess he might. I guess I could ask him if he could. But anyway, so we both just basically what we did was did side quests. We beat every side quest before we progressed with the story, and then by doing the side quests and the dungeons, we just basically did everything that it asked us to do. Also, there's these things called chim-chims. I know they sound like monkeys, but actually they're just little ball thingies that you have to collect to open certain items. And some people, well, I won't say people, but you're gonna have to give up those spheres just to progress through the game. And some might even ask for chim spheres too. Like, there's this robot thing called a Mecha Grunty, which asks for chimp spheres, and basically he gives you drops if you give him. If you don't, then you don't get anything. And also, there's this thing. Well, there are gonna be people by the teleporter, where they might give you buffs, or they might just give you an item just for talking to them. Yeah, it's easy. And then also, I suggest you might want to save up your money until you really need to spend it because money is not that hard, not that easy to get. But I want to say it's hard either. You'll eventually get to the point where you get a lot of money if you know how to spend it. But let's see, what else am I missing? But yeah, basically, what we did was just go through the dungeon, fight every enemy, gain XP, and then progress with the story. That's how we did it. Oh, also, but that's just in game because you can. It's basically like real life where you can actually log into the game and then log out, like kind of like Sword Art Online. Yeah, and then when you're logged out of the game, you're not really like in third person, like oh I'm just getting out of bed or something. It's Haseo actually in first person, looking at his computer, right? And you'll get like emails and forums and other things to look at. And with emails, let me tell you this, that you want to increase your affection with your friends. I mean, I don't know what happens if you do, but it's just there. I guess to boost your friendship with your friends, I guess. I don't know. We tried actually boosting our friendship with all of our friends, but we couldn't do it because we already beat the game. But yeah. Let's see, what else am I missing? I'm thinking. You all enjoy this nice music while I'm waiting. Thinking. Well, oh yeah, weapons and armor and items. Yeah, that's a fun thing to talk about. So yeah, there are gonna be shops where you can actually buy weapons and armor and items, accessories, and items. Okay, basically, when you're buying weapons, you have to be a certain level to use them. Yeah, it's not like oh you can buy the most powerful weapon in the store and then just equip it. Nope, you need to be a certain level to not beat the game. Well, yeah, you do need to be a certain level, but no, what I'm trying to say is you need to be a certain level to equip that weapon, or else you can't just equip it at all. And also, what I feel like it would have been better about the weapons is that you can equip all kinds of weapons, not just two you're gonna have. Okay, then just if you don't want to know what weapons you're gonna get in the future, then just skip a couple seconds. It's just gonna be quick, and then I'll just do crazy wave motions so you can just unplug your ears. So basically, okay, I'm just gonna wait a couple seconds. Are your ears covered? Good. Okay, so basically, you're gonna have to start off with a dual wielding sword, but when you do this certain quest, you're gonna get to equip this other weapon, a broadsword. And yeah. Okay, are your ears unplugged? Good. Now then, onto the armor. The same thing goes for armor too. You just need to be a certain level to equip it, and so for accessories too. But the good thing about your equipment is you can customize them, and when you do, you can put in like certain buffs and certain resistances for to help you in the game. And the one I picked the most was to decrease having taken physical damage by 10%. Yeah, and then the other thing is the thing about weapons too is that they can do elemental damage too. There's fire, wind, earth, I think, and then water, and there's other things too. And then the same goes for the armor, but except it doesn't really have any elemental things to it or accessories either. But yeah, also when you get like you want to search everywhere like for new dungeons too. You want to search your email when your friends suggest that you should go dungeon crawling with grinding with them, and then there's the forums. They mention other dungeons too. So yeah, you might want to actually take a look at those so you can gain your XP. Also, the level cap for this game is not like any other RPG. I was actually pretty surprised to find out that the level cap was 50. I'm like, really? I honestly had my doubts. I thought because my friend, aka PPP what or Ropal, we just call him Ropal, and he said we were halfway into the game and then we were only like a level 25. I was pretty surprised. I didn't think we were actually halfway since we're level 25, because normally if you were halfway through the game you would be like a level 65, but you're really not. So yeah. So yeah, well, if you, I really do suggest you should actually try the game out. Also, RuPaul told me that there's anime for this, and I'm like, ooh, I would really want to check this out. So I'm gonna watch it soon. But he said that if I was gonna watch the anime, I should wait until I actually beat the second game. But I'm just gonna play it safe and play all 4 games with him. Yeah, I actually devoted myself to play 4 games with him. So yeah. So what I suggest, like any other RPG, is to grind, be a suck up to your friends, and increase their affection towards you. I don't know what happens if you do all of them, but do it. Look for new dungeons. Go to XP dungeons that will help you gain XP. Now I'm gonna tell you about my personal experience with the game. So the game was pretty fun to play actually. It wasn't pretty boring or repetitive. Well, I guess you can say the fights are repetitive, um, but it's just not boring to grind actually. I wouldn't mind grinding in that game because it's actually pretty fun to grind in. Because you just fight and then new enemies. It's like any other RPG, but this RPG is different. Like you can actually move around and fight. I guess you can say it's like Final Fantasy 15, and yeah, the combat system too. This thing called Rengeki, which actually makes you do more damage than usual, and then there's the thing called the Morale, which is basically like an elemental burst thingy, I guess you can call it. And then your party members too, you're gonna have to watch out for their HP too, or else they're gonna die and they're probably not gonna gain the XP. Me personally, I've only died a couple times in the game. The first reason because I was under leveled and fighting a battle arena thing. It's basically like a special event that happens in a dungeon where you save someone, and if you don't, they die, and then you can save them. But you still get the XP even if you beat it. And then there was another time where I was just level 47, I think, or 46. No, 45, and I was doing a level 50 dungeon. No, not even level 50. Because I thought, like, oh, we're level 45, so we shouldn't have a problem with doing level 49. But so then I did. Even with the most powerful weapon I had, what we had, because we both played the game together, I still struggled. It was pretty funny. But yeah. So take the advice, save, grind, get your good weapons and buffs, and all those other common RPGs things. Be a suck up to your friends. So yeah, I suggest you should all play this game and give it a try for yourself and see what you all think. So yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this, me talking and sharing my thoughts on the game. And soon, the 1st of March, I will be starting the second game with Rolepal. So yeah, and then when I'm done with the game, I will share my thoughts on that game too. I'm actually pretty excited because I being left with a cliffhanger is just something not a lot of games do. So yeah, hopefully you all enjoy this, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Later.